Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all good? I hope so. Okay, listen, let's get into these comments for episode 6 of Belle Collective Birmingham. It was titled Nightmare on Estate Street. Listen, that whole episode for me was a hot mess. A hot mess all the way around. Okay, let's see what the people had to say about last night's episode. Alright, let's go. Tiffany was sitting on the end. Why not switch with her? Stormy by mean girl with money energy. Facts, giving big mean girl energy. Stormy is being passive aggressive and Tiffany is returning the energy. Women being catty. Stormy not wrong. Production once again being messy. Tiffany, you found it funny because you was offended by Stormy moving her seat. Just say that. Stop being so childish. Stormy extended you an olive branch by inviting you and you once again laughed in her face. Tiffany looking for a moment in a problem. Someone responded, don't invite me where I can't laugh. Tiffany don't play, and I love that for her. Why would I want to sit next to someone that I'm on the rocks with? No way in life I'm doing that, LOL. But Stormy was hella dramatic about it. Someone responded, I'm not inviting you to my house if I can't even sit at the table with you or by you. Stormy ain't wrong. I be having panic attacks that close too. That stuff ain't funny. Someone responded, Stormy wasn't claustrophobic on Love and Marriage Huntsville. It's a laugh. It ain't that deep. So, Tiffany is unfortunately the villain of the show. And we all know we need a villain for balance. Yeah, Stormy tried to embarrass her and failed. Sanetta is honest. I like her. So she just couldn't switch seats with Tiffany or Fumi? Stormy so far has shown me why I didn't care for her on Love and Marriage Huntsville, and Tiffany is just her match. Don't care for her either. Cause how you call yourself a woman of God with your behavior? I love Stormy husband though. He a great guy. Fumi. So far I think that's my favorite. Mean girl energy. Why even invite her if that's what you were gonna do? If that's how your energy was gonna be? I don't know what Stormy hoped to achieve from the show, but trust me, it's not working. You want to be a reality star like the other lady, and it ain't working. Go sell your products, girl. That's where your passion is. Keep saying, Stormy, she not right. Nobody has to kiss your tail. Why the F she ain't checked the seats before they came, though? I feel Stormy trying to be a mean girl to that lady. The argument is dumb to me. Girl, Stormy is annoying AF. For real. She knew not to act like this on Huntsville. Girl, you knew where you were sitting. It's your house, right? You don't know where your nameplate is? I don't like Tiffany, and I'm not even a big Stormy fan. But this Tiffany chick, she is kind of annoying. I have never seen this show, but clearly the other ladies are kissing Stormy's tail. You can't tell someone what is funny to them. You don't like someone and you invited them to your house to belittle them. But yet you want someone to understand your feelings. Be pleased. She could have swapped seats with Tiffany because Tiffany was at the end. These other women are on some bullshit. Was she claustrophobic in Huntsville? Oh, this is so childish. Scratching my head. Whoever said the seating placement was messy. Don't invite me nowhere I can't laugh. Like what the F? I love a good laugh. Stormy, you doing a lot. And it's malicious. I never liked Stormy. Terrible energy. You can't tell she ain't used to nothing. God don't like ugly. Literally what Fumi said is what Tiffany should have said. That's it. That's all. Apologizing and continuing to double down and fight like you have a right to offend me is crazy. First off, Stormy should not have invited her to her home because she doesn't like her. And Tiffany knows that. So she should have declined the invitation. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Childish and so whack of Stormy. I'm actually sad she acting like this. Stormy. If somebody rolled the clips on any clip on here in Love and Marriage Huntsville and you sit between somebody, LOL, that's going to throw the claustrophobic claim out the roof. Not the window, the roof. Now, are you sure it wasn't about Tiffany? Stormy responded and said, well, it can't throw a medical prescription out the roof, babe. Girl, I can get that by Friday. Someone says claustrophobic is when you are in a closed-in space like an elevator, not sitting at a table. She was definitely sitting at tables on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Someone said, Stormy, that was a setup. Someone said, Tiffany's spirit is off. I don't care what y'all say. Someone else said, and Stormy's spirit is off. So I don't care what you say. Someone said, that's what I'm saying. Something is not right with Tiffany. It got to be some jealousy or envy or something. Someone said, why you always think somebody jealous or envious? Okay. She came to her house being shady. You ain't gonna tell me what to do in my home. Someone said, LOL, and I'm sorry, if I don't know you, don't be telling me to pick up a mop like I'm the help. Someone said, y'all really stuck on this mop. I'm sorry, Tiffany was being passive aggressive. She ain't want to be there in the first place. I don't like Tiffany. I know women like her. Stormy ain't mean. She's real. Y'all so used to fake people you can't see authenticity when it finds you. She's straightforward. And her friend even said the same thing. Like, come on, guys. Someone said, y'all wouldn't know real if it slapped you in the face. Why did Stormy make that grown woman get up like that? Seems like Stormy wants yes women around her. Someone else said Stormy wants minions. Someone said Stormy is giving mean girl. Stormy should have said to her specifically, it's not you, but I'm moving because I'm claustrophobic. Stormy is smart. She came with a stank look on her face. And she did. If you go back to that episode, she did. Someone said it's the way that Tiffany thinks everything is funny when it comes to Stormy. It's almost as if she is intentionally trying to provoke Stormy. I just don't get why she's being a mean girl. Wait a minute. If you're claustrophobic and you are the host of the dinner, why wouldn't you sit at the head of the table? We know what you're doing. Did someone tell Stormy she runs the show, she Queen Bee, and the other ladies have to pander to her? Because her whole vibe on the show is odd. She is nothing like what she portrayed on Huntsville. She's trying to be the other lady. How the other lady was the main character on Huntsville. Someone must have told her she was going to be the main character, and it's weird. Stormy doing all this stuff. She is doing way too much. Why even invite Tiffany just to think you can treat her any type of way and she has to accept it because she's in your home? It's whack. Someone said, yeah, Carlos told her that. He told her that on the other show. Someone says, you are exactly right. She was the same on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Her and a man thought she should be the HBIC on there, but she couldn't stand the heat and she got out the kitchen. She's just showing the ghetto girl she's always been. Horrible. She's just not right for TV. So she couldn't just ask Tiffany to move down or the other lady instead of switching sides? Anyone could easily feel some kind of way. I get not wanting to feel closed in because I don't like being closed in either, but come on now. Not to be parasocial, but here I go. Stormy gives bully. Entitled. Has to be the boss. Very quick to pop off. Gives nasty attitude. Talks about empath, energy, etc. But clearly needs to continue with the energy work. Not there yet, sis. Mad because that girl made a joke about mopping. And know dang well that girl was joking. But how dare she tell Miss TikTok sales to mop? They are both silly. Shouldn't have invited Tiffany. Tiffany should have declined the invite. But hey, good TV. Stormy is giving bully. And Tiffany not having it. I don't care. I don't care. I like Tiffany. And without Tiffany, this show would be a dud. That wasn't nice, Stormy. I would leave too. Stormy moving her seat was rude AF. I don't care if she's claustrophobic. It was shady. And she could have handled it better. It's how Stormy did it. She could have went about it a different way. The same way y'all want Tiffany to go about this mop comment a different way. Stormy is giving mean girl and it's not a good look for her. Stormy, you doing too much. Like, come on now. This weird. Stormy is so aggressive like a dude. Someone said this is who Stormy truly is. Someone says, in other scenes she said in the middle, I really like Stormy, but please don't become what you hate. She invited that lady to be messy towards her and little girl her. I like Stormy, but this not it. She did not come with ill intentions. I would feel some way too if somebody did that to me, because why you can't sit next to me? Stormy is the definition of money changes people. I've seen Stormy sit in the center on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Stormy asking what's the problem, but going right over her head and not speaking. Stormy wanted a problem. Stormy is being mean. Tiffany don't mean no harm, but I don't blame Tiffany. I lead too. Stormy is so mean. I don't like her no more. Where's the other Belle Collective? Stormy is classless. Stormy would have got dropped in her own home. But on Love and Marriage Huntsville, she sat between people plenty of times and never said a word. Look, she don't like Tiffany. Just say that and don't invite her to your house anymore. So, if y'all had an argument with someone, they invite you to their home and then they do this, y'all won't feel it was a dig? She was like, get on up, Amber. It was those vibes. Just say Stormy is y'all fave and you cannot be impartial. I'm speaking on this scene, no other. Because how many scenes have y'all seen with Stormy sitting in the middle of someone and not being claustrophobic? Stormy is just being like her mom, nice, nasty. That would have bothered me too. Moving that seat, it was passive aggressive, nice, nasty. Tiff, I was on your side, but some stuff just don't need to be said. Like, I'ma laugh every time. They ain't have to be said. Amber, let me get that seat. Y'all, Stormy started that off wrong. Facial expressions, body language gave you have a problem when you saw where you were sitting. First the stupid mop. Now this is giving tacky. Where's the class? It's not what you do, but how you do it. You didn't want to sit by her, and no one is stupid, Stormy. She is so weird. Do she have friends? Perception is everything. If you and I are at odds with each other and you move your plate like it's the end of the world, me personally, I'll say, oh, okay, right in earshot, because that does look weird. Tiffany laughed it off because she was blindsided and knowing y'all have an issue. It does look like Stormy moved it for that reason until she explained it was because she was claustrophobic. Yes, it's that serious for people who are claustrophobic. It literally feels like death. So I don't fault Stormy for that part. Everything else was extra and really the blueprint as she was on Love and Marriage Huntsville, which is why I stopped really liking her on there. I love her as a businesswoman and her business. Personality wise, she is not my cup of tea. Neither is Tiffany. Stormy did too much. I can laugh if I want to. It don't matter if I'm at your house or not. I can laugh. Stormy was wrong AF, and anybody with eyes that disagrees is Delulu. That was so uncalled for and could have been handled better. I would have left too, cause what do they want that girl to do? She apologized like twice. She still thinks it's funny though. Everyone has a different sense of humor, and Stormy was offended. However, it won't change Tiffany's sense of humor. They aren't compatible as friends. It's that simple. She said out 4 and she stood on it. Tiffany said, if you're going to repeat it right. I thought Stormy was stripping at first, but now I see. Tiffany pride won't let her apologize. It's giving jealousy. And Stormy's pride won't let her accept the apology unless Tiffany no longer finds it funny. I apologize, but I thought it was funny. It's not a genuine apology. Stormy needs to really watch out for Amber. The fact that she's in her face like that but defending Tiffany, keep a close eye on her. Someone said, how? How so? She's friends to both of them. Haven't you had 2 friends of yours not getting along? Man, get away from here. Stormy needs to leave TV alone. It's not a good look for her. Fumi seems like the most sensible until she started kissing up to Stormy. Baby Tiffany, just leave, look. Just go home. She apologized. That does not mean her sense of humor would change. Come on, Stormy. You clearly have a deep-rooted issue with this lady. Tiffany is rude and hides behind religion. Let's not bring God into this mess. No one wants negative energy into their home. It's that simple. This is the weirdest I ever seen. Ever. Watching this show, we all knew it was a joke. A freaking mop is the best 3-part episode y'all can give us? This show is toxic. Like, bad. Stormy wanted to be the moment so bad that she made Tiffany the head of the show. That's what thirst gets you. Now it's all about Tiffany. Obviously, Tiffany wasn't expecting Stormy to pick up a mop and start cleaning. It was a joke, and Stormy didn't have to like it. But once the girl apologized, it should have been over. Stormy asking Tiffany, does she still think it was funny, gives parent talking to child. Stormy thinks she that girl for real, but literally look like a... No, I ain't gonna say that. I love Tiffany. I don't care, LOL. She stand on everything she say. Stormy was waiting for a reason to yell and embarrass her. Tiffany came in good spirits, ready to put it away and have a good time. Stormy came to dinner, moving her seat that was tacky and it was ghetto. My opinion, both women are wrong in this situation. However, Tiffany is trying to correct it, but Stormy is too emotionally immature to move on from it. So regardless of how Tiffany apologizes, it's not good enough for Stormy. And I agree with Tiffany. Who is going to kiss Stormy's tail? Not me. TikTok is a mean girl. Not y'all calling the woman TikTok. Okay, wait. TikTok is a mean girl and she wants millions. Why didn't she ask Tiffany to switch? Or ask Sonetta to switch? She did a whole dramatic thing because she didn't want to sit next to Tiffany, dragging it and being a B. The claustrophobia is just an excuse. This argument is honestly so stupid. Cause what's all this about? Stormy already has perceived notions about Tiffany. That's why she's doing this. And Tiffany isn't making things easier though. Although, I do like that Tiffany is standing on business. Stormy dragged the storyline about people laughing at her like, girl, relax, have a laugh, and move on. Why is Amber crying? I don't know. Why ask if she thought it was funny? Obviously she did. But she apologized because Stormy felt some way about it. I am so ready for them to put this mop away. Stormy is wrong and she's doing way too much. She is dragging this out. I like Stormy on TikTok, but I don't like her over here. To be honest, Stormy and Tiffany are pissing me off. I'm tired of this. Can we move on? Stormy should have either stayed on TikTok or they need to give her her own show. I mean, she did say she ain't like people, but girl, this ain't it. Well, that's something to comments, y'all. If y'all saw the episode, get down and tell me what y'all think. I'm going to come back and do another video about that particular scene, because there wasn't really too much going on this episode. But yeah, get down in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. And I'll talk to y'all later.